basics of a cover drive is obviously reading the length. I mean, that's the key to cricket in general. If you're reading the length out of the bowler's hand, you can then adapt to play any shot. If it's over pitch, so you're firstly looking at the length of the delivery. When it's in that position where you can really cover the ball and smother any movement across the line of a left-hander, then I'm looking to basically extend my hands through the ball, play it out through that way. The power within any cricket stroke really comes through the transference of weight. So if I was to leave my weight back here and try and play the shot, I'd get pretty much zero power through the shot. Whereas if I'm in a position where I transfer my weight through the ball, it just enables you to get that real follow through happening. And the most important thing about follow through is that it's very natural to you. So pretty much all the balls that I try and, when I talk about playing in the V, any ball that you can really control through that, you keep your elbow nice and high, hit the ball quite late. If it's wider than that, it's very difficult to get your elbows through the ball. So technically, you're really just releasing your hands through the ball. Get a little bit more control through your bottom hand, the wider it goes. Not the most flamboyant of shots, but the old saying is if you're not in the middle, you can't score runs and you don't have the opportunity for your other game to flourish. So the most important part about cricket, apart from watching the ball, is the defence shot. Basically in line, head in line with your feet, and over your top foot, your head goes. Notice the angle of the bat, pointing the bat face down, which keeps the ball close to your feet. It does also create a scoring option as well, because a lot of the field is actually set in place to have an attacking stroke. So by dropping the ball at your feet, it gives you opportunity to rotate the strike, which is a key to any batting. The idea of a back foot defence is obviously to reading the length of the ball and get you positioned where you can rock back, not a long way. It's a bit of a myth as to how far you get back in your crease. But generally, hands nice and high, still in the line of the ball, head still here, so you're in a position where you can either evade or in the defence. This is a particularly beneficial shot because it turns the advantage of having someone bowl short pitch bowling at you into a disadvantage for them and an advantage to me. The key again is to remain very still in your head and to hit the ball in front of your eyes. The more you hit it in front of your eyes, the more control you have. The first reaction that you have is your front leg tends to raise up in the air. The reason why it does that is it acts as a counterbalance to the rotation of your bat. Another subtlety of the pull shot is in the back foot. The back foot rarely remains flat. It's always on the balls of your foot. It is a power position shot. Mums and dads, they might not be happy because the ball is straight at your mouth, and trust me, I've eaten a few cricket balls, but you get a lot more advantage in hitting the ball straight in front of your eyes. Sweep shot is a shot which I look to play when the ball's turning a long way. The reason why is that it creates a lot of natural angles. If the ball's not turning, it means that your chances of getting LB playing across the bat shot are a lot higher. And it also, when it's not turning, you've got less fear of coming down the wicket and playing obviously straight down the ground. So the first question is it turning? I say, yes, this wicket's turning. I think, well, it's a potential shot that I want to play today. The cue to the shot is trying to get your foot in line with the pitch of the ball. So if a bowler's coming over the wicket to me, off spinner, I'm looking to get my foot in line with where the ball pitches. Long stride out to the ball, which covers the potential for any variation in bounce. And then the swing pattern is getting your head over the ball, over your front foot, and swing through. Notice that my head remains relatively straight. It's a shot which I don't need to play with uncontrolled power. And the reason why I don't need to do that is I've got so much momentum because look how far I am out. So it really is just making the connection and following through. The subtleties in the swing are very important in playing the sweep shot. The extremities are to go from there, which is a shot designed basically to beat the 45 position. Very flat batted traditional sweep shot, which takes the ball very square, the genuine slog, which is a great shot at any time. But generally speaking, it's coming from up under the ball, which hits it straighter. The only risk with that shot, as good as it feels to play, is this. You're coming up under the ball, which has a greater chance of playing top edge. So when the ball is turning a long way, that's not a shot which I'd recommend at all.